Hey, y'all. Okay, so I watched the clip of this Ayesha Curry interview that everybody's been talking about, and I'm I can see both sides of this situation, from the our man's perspective and from our women's perspective, and I think it in trying to have conversations about this topic, it feels like neither side is really listening to the other side, and we're just trying to be right, you know? It's something you see so much in discussions and conversations about the dynamic and the relationships between Moab women and Moab men. Um, she said that all of these women are throwing themselves at her man, and it makes her feel insecure. And on another end of that, she wishes that she would get attention from other men when she goes out. And that's the part that a lot of people are having a problem with. However, like, y'all got to stop and take a breath for a second, because a lot of us, a lot of people, a lot of comments that I've been seeing is coming from an emotional standpoint, and you're not really trying to see what's underneath all of this shit. Now, I don't pretend to know Ayesha Curry. I don't pretend to know nothing about her and Seth's relationship or nothing like that. I'm just going off of the reactions that I have seen from people's to her comments, right? But this woman is married to one of the top 3 NBA players in the league. You have no idea how many women are throwing themselves at him. So of fucking course, she's gonna feel insecure about that shit. Okay? Add to the fact that he is a pro baller, so he's not home every night like most men would be. He's on the road. He's got shit to do so that he can make that paycheck and bring it home, right? Cheating is known to go on in pro sports. Men are away from home a lot. The wife is always at home, especially if y'all got kids, right? There's an open field of women throwing the pussy at them. And a lot of men are not strong enough to say, no, I'm married. I got a woman at home. I'm good. Take that shit somewhere else, right? Many of these men do indulge in extramarital affairs, okay? So don't pretend like that shit don't happen. She knows this. She's in that circle, okay? Now, I'm not saying that Seth is a cheater or nothing like that. I'm just saying this is what's going on in her mind, okay? Now, of course she's going to be insecure about that shit. Now, when a woman feels insecure, a lot of times attention is what helps her to build her self-esteem, because it's saying to her, I am seen. People do notice me. I do have some kind of worth in this world because I'm being noticed, right? That's just, it's how we are. It's what makes up our energy. You can't change that. You can't deny that. Now, I'm not making excuses for her. I have been accused of making excuses for her and not holding her accountable, okay? I'm not making excuses for her. I saw the clip and I see what people are saying, right? But I don't think that people are really paying attention to what's being said. So that's why I'm elaborating on this right now. Um, it it is it's concerning that she's seeking attention outside of her marriage. But again, I reiterate, okay? She's married to a man who's not home every night. So she don't get to get the attention from him that she desires like she would desire it. Okay? Let's understand that, please. Another thing, I feel like we're also dealing with a lot of children in adult bodies. There's a lot of things within ourselves that need to be healed, that need to be brought up to the surface so that we can talk about it and we can get it out and we can address it, right? I am very glad that she was able to share this part of herself, because she decided to open up and to be vulnerable and to let people know, like, this is what I go through. You know, yes, I'm married to a pro player, not just a pro player, but one of the top 3 in the league. Like, my man is the shit. But I still go through insecurities. I still have insecurities. I still have things within myself that need to be worked on. I applaud her for sharing that. And to be honest, shame on anybody for trying to make her feel like she was in the wrong for sharing that. Like, no. So, you know what? There's a very good reason why a lot of women don't talk about how they feel, or if they do talk about how they feel, they're not able to articulate it enough or correctly or communicate it to whoever they're trying to communicate it to. When we speak about how we feel and the things that we go through, we get shut down. I mean, as a Moab woman, you're not allowed to be insecure. You're not allowed to be depressed. You're not allowed to be upset or angry. You're not allowed to be anything negative. Like, you're expected to be the strong Black woman and carry the load with a fucking smile on your face 24 fucking 7, like shit don't bother you. Because the moment you show any type of cracks, the dogs come. And you're a bitch, you're a hoe, you're ungrateful, you're this, you're that. And this ain't just coming from other people. This is coming from our men too? What? Like, the very ones that we are supposed to be able to open up to. Ayesha has some shit within herself that she needs to sit down and be alone and really get that shit up and out so that she can understand that she doesn't need other people's attention to have self-worth, right? There's a reason why she feels like that. There's a reason why she feels like that. And for anybody to sit up there and just blatantly dismiss it and call her a hoe for seeking other men's attention, like, you need to sit down. You need to sit down, and you have no right to judge anybody on anything, especially if your life ain't shit. Like, if your life ain't right, if you ain't on your P's and Q's and your relationship ain't good, you don't need to be talking about Ayesha. If you're a woman, especially a Moab woman, and you yourself have not dealt with your own insecurities and your own demons and your own hurts and pains and all that childhood trauma and shit, if you have not dealt with that, you need to sit the fuck down and stop talking about this woman. If you are a Moab man, I encourage you to hold your tongue and get out of your feelings and try to see underneath the current of what she's saying. Okay? Don't be so quick to sit up there and call her out her name and say all this negative shit about her when you, number one, don't know what the fuck is going on between the two of them in their relationship. And number two, you don't know her. You don't know what she's going through. You have no idea what her life is like. Okay? Now, I heard some people say, well, if she ain't want to be judged, she shouldn't have put her shit out there for everybody to see. She didn't want to air her dirty laundry. She's a public fucking figure. She's a public fucking figure. Okay? Their lives are open to the public. That's what they do. Okay? That's how they make their money. And two, how dare you try to shame her for being open and vulnerable? How dare you? How dare you? Let us express ourselves openly and honestly to you so that we are able to have an open and honest dialogue about the shit that needs to be healed. Stop trying to shame us and shut us up. Stop trying to sweep this shit under the rug like it don't happen. Stop trying to make us feel like we need to hold this shit in. Stop doing that. Like, yo, this is... Gregorian calendar is 2019. That means it's a 3-year. This is the year of the divine feminine. Okay? A lot of shit is going to come up regarding women, feminism, whatever, that feminine energy, that feminine energy, okay? This is a part of it. This is a part of that feminine healing. Y'all don't catch this shit. This is a part of that feminine healing. Yes, we have insecurities. And just because our man may be rich and the most famous whatever, don't mean that we're happy. And yes, she and him needs to work some shit out between the two of them behind closed doors, not sharing with everybody else, okay? However, it don't give nobody the right to sit up there and shame this woman. It don't give nobody the right to sit up here and shame this woman. And again, I ain't making no excuses for her, okay? I'm not making excuses for her. But she was open, she was honest, and she was vulnerable about her truth. And men, we are not perfect. We're not perfect. Sometimes we fuck up. Okay? Sometimes we feel certain ways that might make you uncomfortable. Yes. We're human too, damn it. Okay? But a nation cannot rise any higher than it upholds its woman. And as women, we carry chaos energy. As men, you carry direct energy. We can't rise until you give us a direction. And if the direction that you're giving us is, she's a bitch, she's a hoe, she's a this, she's a that, she's ungrateful, guess what? That's exactly what we're going to be. Okay? We need you. And we need you. We need you. We need you to understand our pains, just like you want us to understand yours. We need you to withhold judgment on us and show us the correct way to do things. We need you to guide us through this bullshit, because this life, this shit is hard. It's hard without you. Like, we don't need your judgment. We don't need your criticism. We don't need your disdain. We get enough of that from everybody else. We need your love. We need your care. We need your concern. We need your direction, your guidance. We need you. So that's all I'm going to say on this. I just really hope that people fall back and really try to see the underlying, you know, the underlying issues that most people ain't trying to catch, because you're hearing her words on a surface level and you're not digging deeper. So if you can't dig deeper in this, then how are we supposed to have the conversations that we need to have to heal this rift between us, you know? But yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on that. I'm about to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. If you want to have more discussions about it, we can do that. We can definitely do that. I'm always open to talking about, our relationships and everything, and how we can help each other heal, how we can move in tandem and really start laying the foundation for our babies and for future generations, So have a good night, everybody. Bye.